Okay, welcome to this video. A few days ago, I watched a video on YouTube and it really inspired me and also could relate and felt that I should also share this with my students and also throw more light on it. So the person I'm talking person is Kojo Forex. Yes, he's a well-known forex trader and he made a video not long ago. So I also want to throw some light on what he said. And it was basically the five things that forex traders should take note of before going into a trade. This way, you will get to avoid blowing account. It's not a normal thing for a trader to blow account. Okay, so this way you get to trade properly. I'm going to share my screen now with you so we can begin. Okay, now the first thing you want to do before you go into a trade is that you want to make sure your trade confirmation is clear. We spoke on something like this, and I realized that most of my students, the beginner, which is normal, they go into the trades as they wish. You know, they do not stick to their trade confirmations. They aren't disciplined. You know, most likely, I teach them to break and retest this. But most of them will wait for price to break and test to show a confirmation before they go into the trade. I always tell my students that it's fine to lose in forex trading, but if you are going to lose, let it be that when you explain it to a professional, the professional can agree to you that it is actually a a, a, a trade that was worth risking. Okay, you don't want to take a trade and the market will show you many reasons why you shouldn't have taken that trade. Okay, so it must align with your trade confirmations. So if you are beginner watching this video and you want to take classes with me, I do mentor and my mentorship is 30,000 naira for a month. And I'll get to teach you and guide you through even your trade so you become a better trader. So before we go into the next thing you should look out for before you go into a trade, I'm just going to go into my chart and make some little explanation. Okay, let me share my screen. So now let me zoom in. You can see that price is approaching this key level here. I call it a key level because you could notice that price has really reacted to this level, the blue lines on the screen. So price has approached this level again. Now most traders will most likely want to rush into this trade, which is totally wrong. You're supposed to wait for a double top, which I'm also waiting on this trade. Okay, you can see something similar to a double top pattern. Okay, so whenever if price you open your chart, okay, and you will only seeing, okay, let me just cancel this. Okay, You're only seeing just this bearish engulfing. Let me zoom in. All this wasn't available. Just this wasn't available. It didn't show yet. And you only saw this. A trade confirmation can be a double top. So you can be waiting for a double top pattern to come up. Okay. So while waiting for a double top pattern, it's more confirmation that okay, you can go into a sell. So let me just simply clean this. So now that you've seen something more like a double top here, okay, you can either wait for it to break this neckline before you go in. So it's more that's more like a trade confirmation. That's not what I want to talk about in this video. Okay. Another way of showing a trade confirmation is just this trade here. You can see in this trade, it's more like showing a double top pattern, but it's not really clear. Another confirmation I do use is after I see a candlestick, okay, I have to wait for it to close below the indication. So I could see this evening star at this point, okay. I won't just go in after the evening star, I'll go in from here, okay, because the next candle has proven that okay, we are closing below that candle and I keep my stop loss to get up over here and we make profit, okay. So that's simply what we call make your trade confirmations clear. So I'm just going to simply go back to the slides. Okay. So most people use the candlestick, which I use. Most people use the moving averages. Most people use the Bollinger triangle, Bollinger band. Sorry. So you have to stick with your strategy. Okay. You must wait for confirmation. Don't rush into this trade. I know you really just want to hit those TP. You want to see those blues, but you have to be patient. The next thing you want to look out for is considering stop loss in pips. Now, when I started out forex trading, stop loss was looking a whole lot like mathematics for me. It took me weeks to learn. But when I learned it, it was worthwhile. It was worth the stress, it was worth brain power and everything. So you have to understand how many stop loss you're ready to reach. And we all know that the bigger the stop loss, then the lower you know, the lot size. And the smaller the stop loss, you most likely want to increase your lot size. And most times when you increase your stop loss, you may find out that the lot size you're using will not be really significant and you'll be like, do I really want to make money here? But this is something you should know and you should also understand. Understand stop loss, what it means, and pips. Now, pips is simply how steps are counted, how movements are counted in the forex market. I made videos on this in my past classes. And your stop loss is simply how much you want to risk. So before you go into a trade, you need to know how much you want to risk. I saw a video just yesterday, a beginner, he has only $3,000 and he's risking over 7,000. His stop loss is risking over $7,000, but your account balance is $3,000. So that is step, a wrong stepping stone. So that's one of the things you should consider. So I'm going to go to my screen again to elaborate more. Okay, now we're back to the chart. Now, if you want to have an easy calculation of ifs, okay, you should use the trading view. Now, the trading view makes everything easy, okay. So you can see everything. If let me zoom in, so you can see it. You can see the pips here, okay. Everything is showing at this level. Once you touch it at this level here, you can see all of them here. So currently, this is 141 pips, okay, 141 pips. and this is a 1:2. You can see here it's a 1:3. Excuse me, I just finished having a video. So this is the tips in profit is 296, almost 1:3. So trading view makes you understand what your stop loss and your tips can be, okay, without having to do so much calculation. So the pips here is, like I said, 141. Your lot size would have to determine what you're going to risk. So there are what we call risk lot size calculators, risk calculators. So there are three. Maybe pips also have them. So let me simply go there and make some explanation. Okay, this is position size calculator. So if your account balance is let's say your account balance is $10,000 and you want to reach, let's say, 2%, I always advise either a 1 or a 2%. You can put your stop loss here. No, the stop loss that, okay, let's see. Okay, then you calculate. Okay, you want to reach 2%, your position size is going to be 0.6. Okay, for a standard lot, the mini lot will be 6, and micro lot is 6. Okay, so if you want to reach only 2% of your account, this calculator is going to show you everything. I don't want to go deeply into this. Okay. So let's go into the next thing. Um, okay. The next thing you want to consider is your risk to reward. Okay. I always advise all my students to not reach the 1:1, and the video which inspired this video to advise everyone to use from a 1:2 and above. Why? Is because forex is a risky game and you cannot always get it right. But let's say that when you make $100, and when you lose $50. So that way, if you have a 30% win, you can still end the month with a good result. So that is what simply your risk to reward is talking about. Okay. So like in the chart I just showed you, I'm risking $100, 100 pips to catch 300 pips. That's simply what you should consider before you go into this trade. Ask yourself, what's my risk to reward? Okay, is it worth go trading? Is it worth going into it? The distance from where I want to get this money from to my next key level or my next resistance zone or support zone, is it up to 1:2? If not, just in the trade and wait for the next opportunity. The fourth thing here, I know this is getting interesting. If you're enjoying this video, please click the like button and do well to subscribe. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, do well to follow this page for more content. Okay. And the fourth thing is your entry criteria. Okay. You should look out for your entry criteria. What are the things that you're actually looking out for before you go into a trade? Okay. Like me, my entry criteria is that I must see a candlestick, okay, pattern. I must also see a break of structure. I must also see that it's at the key level. If you have not seen those things, I would just rather leave it. I do not take trades that do not have my entry criteria. It also has to do with a whole lot of patience. For you to win in this game, you have to have a whole lot of patience. Okay, so you must see your entry criteria before you go into it. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about here is your lot sizing. I already showed you the lot size calculator. Okay, most traders, when I'm teaching, they are always excited when they're making money in the market, but if you want to really look out for it, they're using the wrong lot size, okay, for their account size. So I want you to go and study the lot sizing, okay. I'll make a video about the lot size so I can also show and elaborate more on it. You have to understand your lot size in relation to your account balance. Always reach 1%. And whenever you reach 1%, go to your baby pit calculator and calculate what is 1% and use that specific lot size. Blowing accounts is not a normal thing. Most people get excited about it. It's not a normal thing, especially when you are in the market for a long time. Okay. So we've come to the end of this video. If you want tutorship with me, currently I have a program coming up on December 14th. It's a free webinar. You can join us. But if you want to take it further, you can also um, reach out to me. My mentorship fee is 30,000 naira. Okay. It won't always be like this. I'm giving this for this year, and next year will be 50,000. Okay. So thank you for staying tuned on this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.